Yeah.
Okay, so today I'm going to be joined by Jordy Allard. Jordy, you pitched 8 innings the other day in Babson's first win. You're pretty much, I'm sure if you ask the guys on the team, the staff this year, you're going to be shipping off to Richmond University next season to pitch for them. And you've been 9-1 in 69.2 innings over 11 Babson starts. So just a workhorse for this team. And I'm sure that these guys would consider you to be the ace. And I'm sure you consider yourself to be the ace. So I'm super happy to kind of just break down pitching with you today. I know you love to talk pitching.
Yeah, dude, this is fire. I'm glad I have the chance to do this. This is awesome. So appreciate you for having me.
We just started, and you already started talking about the 4 hits. So just take it away.
All right. Yeah, we'll talk about the bad before we talk about the good. Yeah, first hit. So what's funny is Trinity, Texas, my first start last year, the only start I had, first pitch of the season was also a base hit to right field. So, yeah, pretty much first pitch of the season, I was just trying to get a strike over. Not a bad spot. I think it was outside and low, or maybe inside and low. And the kid just put a good swing on it and put it into right. Then the second hit was, I think I threw a splitter that just didn't move. It was just about probably 80 miles an hour, 79 miles an hour right over the heart of the plate. And he just, again, hit it up the middle. And then the third hit was missed spot fastball up right in the middle of the plate, hit it over by third. And then a curveball that just was a cement mixer and didn't move. And that was the double that started the one blemish in the fourth inning. So those were the 4 hits. I remember.
All the hits that WPI got in those 8 innings essentially were mistakes.
Yeah.
Or just get me over fastballs.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would like to cut that down, and then the one walk would also like to cut down. That was just 3 curveballs that weren't competitive pitches, and then a fastball that was just nowhere near the zone, and that was right after the double, so not the best.
I was talking with Brick on Sunday, and we were looking at his at bats, and we were talking about how, like, you have to remember the kind of gap in between the last time you threw a live inning, like very long time. You're gonna get your rhythm, so you don't gotta worry too much. Okay, so I was just watching this, and essentially what I was seeing was in the first inning, you were kind of just out in the zone doing your thing, and then it's the second inning, they kind of the same thing, and then like you said, they touched you up on a couple of mistakes. So do you want to go look in the fourth inning? Where do you want to start?
Yeah, honestly, like kind of where I want to start. I guess we should start in the fourth because, I mean, nothing really happened until the fourth.
I mean, you really after the fourth is essentially the place to start, because after the fourth inning,
it's really the turning point of kind of the game. And yeah, I also talk about, once we get to the fourth, I'll talk about kind of how my mentality changed after the fourth, and then we'll do that after we talk about the fourth. I can do that.
So we're here in the fourth inning. It's 0-0, so the offense is not like stale or anything, but not giving you any run support yet. So here we go.
Yeah, I think it was the second pitch. I think it might have been either 0-1 or 1-1. I think it was the second pitch. I think I started with a strike. Nope, started with a ball.
So that's what, a high fastball?
Yeah.
First pitch of the inning. And do you like to go up there a lot at the beginning of at bats? Do you like to go up the top of the zone?
Honestly, I didn't try to throw anything to the top of the zone. I wasn't really aiming there at all the whole game. One thing with me is my fastball kind of plays like I can get the same velocity at the knees that I can at the top of the zone. I don't feel like I throw harder when I throw to the top of the zone. I feel like I can throw, like, my velocity is the same at the top as it is at the bottom. And that was just that one just got away from me. But yeah, when I would get to 0-2, I would get kind of riled up and throwing as hard as I can, and that would be the reason why I was at the top of the zone. But at Babson, we kind of work to the bottom of the zone. We don't really call any high fastballs. So any of the high fastballs that you saw were me just trying to rip it by him. It wasn't a designed spot, so.
Okay, so now you're 1-1.
1-1. Yeah. And this is a good count for a curveball. I mean, it just hung, just straight down, like didn't do anything, just
And
sat there.
If you watch that back, you can almost see like he was kind of almost fooled by it. He was out on his front foot,
Yeah.
but it was over the middle of the plate enough where he
Yeah.
didn't put a great swing on it, and it was still
No.
probably 85 miles an hour. And that's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
Right.
Stay
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
So now you got to run around second, tie game. Does the way you're approaching this next hitter, that doesn't change? Are you going the same way, or well, how do
Yeah.
you?
No, I mean, yeah, with him on second, it's not like I'm trying to pitch around this kid. Like, this kid was probably one of their better hitters, but I was, I'm cool with the ground. Like, if I throw a bunch of curveballs and he's out in front and I get a ground ball to like third or short, he's not going to go anywhere. So, like, where I might get in trouble, or I don't even think I would get in trouble, is the only thing that bad could happen is a base hit. Even if he hits a ground ball or fly out, like anywhere, like the worst thing that could happen is the kid's on third, and I'm not, like, I trust my stuff enough where I can get a strikeout like at any time. So like the worst thing that happens is a base hit. So I'm still coming at him. Like, it's a 0-0 game in the fourth. I'm still trying to come at this kid, and as you'll see, it was 3 curveballs in a row, and then I think I was just riled up, honestly. I didn't do a good enough job at calming myself down and being like, "Come on, dude, let's just get this guy." Like, I was definitely kind of pissed off about the double, and I wasn't thinking straight. So that's what you'll see. Like, you'll see I was off, not
So-
competitive pitches.
When you say that to me, essentially, I think kind of similarly, again, back to the conversation I was having with Sean, and he came up in a big spot in one of the games with runners on second and third and no outs. And he said almost the same thing where he didn't take that second to slow down and take that second to like recollect. And essentially, he caught himself with a bad first swing. Like the first pitch, he had a bad swing. And
Yeah.
I said to him, like, essentially, if you know that you are a little bit anxious hitting with runners in scoring position, like you have to know that, like maybe even take a first pitch. Like, hitting in runners in scoring position is a little bit different than hitting with the bases empty or a runner on first. And I think pitching's the same way. So, like again, like it's not the kind of thing where you have to start nibbling, and it's easy to look at kind of like when you're taken away from the moment, but like in that moment, just to remember, like that double essentially means nothing. You trust yourself enough to get a strikeout at any time.
Yeah. Yeah, and even after this walk, like, honestly, the walk probably helped me. Like, now I can get a double play. Like that, it's not a big deal. That's what after I walked him and coach came out, it was like, that's not, we were kind of pitching around him anyways. That wasn't the big, like, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, sure.
So.
And so he comes out here and he's talking about, let's get a double play. But
Yeah, he was just like, he just like, I think he just wanted to come out and make sure I was good, because after, I'm cruising through the first 3 and then I get a double and like a 4-pitch walk. Like, he's definitely just coming out to let me get my breath and like chill out. So he didn't really say, yeah, he didn't really say much. He was just like, "Hey, we're good. Like, ground ball, right? Like, let's go."
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I was going to strike this guy out too. Then a bunt. This is actually a funny play. I had to like kind of lead Tommy like a quarterback on that one.
Yeah. So you threw that right to the bag.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. When I saw he was a little bit late, I was just like, all right, I'll just meet him at the bag.
Yeah.
So.
And that's for you and for any pitchers that end up watching or talking this play, that's the right play.
Yeah.
Throw it right to the back. Okay, so that's a good play on both ends. Like, he was a little bit late, but made up for it with a great play, and you put it there for him. So that's a big play, because
Huge.
if he's not there, if you
Yeah.
it's bases loaded.
Yeah. Yeah, and then now I'm trying to get a K, something soft, like to third or something. Like I think our third baseman was playing in. Anything to the middle of the field is going to score him. So you're looking for a K. But unfortunately, I got behind in the count and wasn't able to put him away. So he got a ground ball to short.
Do you have a pitch, or do you have anything that you go to when you're looking, like, do you approach for a K? Like, do you like to start just fastball soft stuff? Do you like to go fastball soft stuff? Like, how do you like to approach it when you know a K is important in the situation?
Yeah, I feel like my curveball isn't as sharp. I don't think it's not a bad curveball. It's not as 12-6 or hammer like other pitchers' curveballs. It's kind of a get me over pitch and a different look and a change of speeds. It's probably my second best pitch, or sorry, my third best pitch, but I definitely have better control as far as like strike zone with that than I do on my splitter. So I'd probably, like, perfect scenario, start them off with a fastball and like hopefully they're taking, get a strike, and then maybe either use the curveball or a fastball to get another foul ball or sneak something by him. And then once it's 0-2, I would either go with that high fastball or my splitter. So maybe I throw a high fastball and it misses and they don't take it, so it's 1-2, and then that's a perfect count for my splitter, and that would be my K, my perfect K.
So they essentially were probably they had to stay on your fastball because if you watch this game end to end, you could see that a lot of the dudes, even with their takes, like you can tell they weren't on time. So like for them to score that ground ball run, like that dude went back to the dugout pumping his fists.
Yeah, that was huge for them. And you know I didn't throw pretty much that whole game. I was fastball, curveball, and realistically, when I wasn't in jams, I didn't throw the curveball. It was just fastball.
Yeah. All right. So we're good with this fourth inning. They just scored a run on the ground ball. So you struck out the side in the seventh. Do you want to go to the seventh? Where do you want to go next? We struck out in the eighth, I believe.
Yeah, we can go. I think I got a K to end the fourth actually with a guy on third.
Yeah. All right. Let's start.
Yeah. And then I'll talk about like kind of my mindset after coming off in the fourth. So I think I started him off with a strike because I was pissed off and I just wanted to get out of the inning. So I think it was a strike. Yeah.
That's a nice basketball. Now you're on the count. I mean, that's huge for you, right?
Yeah, when I got ahead in the count against these guys, it was over.
I wrote down in my notes here, you have 74 pitches in 8 innings, 55 strikes. So you can tell here when you've run into trouble, it's when you're 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. What was the double on a 2-1 pitch?
Yes.
And then you walked the dude because you got behind 3-0. So essentially, that right there, got to pound the zone early in the count. Once you get behind, that's the only chance that these dudes have.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was legit attacking the zone with intent, they didn't have a prayer. Like, they're a young team. It wasn't like anything, out of the ordinary. It was just, that happens. I mean, it's not just for this game either. Like, normally when I'm attacking the zone, I'm in control. So,
I mean, that's not a good swing.
No, it's uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable. Yeah, if you don't let the hitter get comfortable, you're going to be successful. So yeah, we can skip ahead. I think that I had 5. I think I did the last 2 in the 5th, and then or was it the last 2 in the 6th and the 7th? Yeah. So it was like that was the 5 Ks in a row, I think.
So you coming off the mound and it's 1-0. Are you saying like, let's go, boys, let's get that one back? Like, are they talking to you? Like, is the catcher saying anything to you? Like, what's going on here now that it's you 1-0 in the fourth? Is there anything that you that stuck out?
No, I mean, it's just 1 run in the 4th. That's pretty, common. It's not common. Like a huge. Yeah, it wasn't like a huge lead or like. Yeah, so it was kind of normal. I came in and Ike was just like, like Ike's our catcher. He's just like, that was a pretty good inning. I was like, yeah, that one just. I think we even talked. We were like, yeah, that one hung a little bit. Like, we're good otherwise though. Let's just keep rolling. Like, it wasn't a pissed off conversation. It was more of a like, who cares about that one? Like that's gonna happen in baseball. I mean, you're gonna let up a pieced up ball every once in a while. So, but yeah, I didn't really talk to the hitters throughout the game. It's not my job to like get them going. That's on them. So,
Yeah.
I'll obviously like cheering that I got for them, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, let's go. Like that's not my place. Like they know that they're trying to. It's not their. They don't want to get out. Like that's not their thing. So, but yeah, I think yeah. Yeah, if you go to
I know you struck out the side in the next inning. Was that your last inning? You struck out 3 and then came out of the game?
No. So I think I struck out the side in the 7th, and I struck out 2 in the 6th to end the 6th.
Okay. So let's go through those 5 because I kind of want to see that. I was
Okay.
playing Saturday and I was in and out, so I didn't get to see a string of 5Ks, but I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, we can even honestly, if you want to talk through, we can play. I think we can play it in normal speed too, if that looks better too.
Yeah.
But yeah, before that, I think I'll just talk. Like, I'll add the first 4 innings. This has kind of been like a normal thing for me lately. Is I'm not weak in the first 2 innings or first 3 or 4, but it takes something to get under my skin and get me going, where then I like am throwing with intent. And it's not like I wasn't trying to throw hard in the first, second, third, or fourth, but I wasn't like trying to strike everybody out. I was like, it's okay. Like if they hit this, it's okay if like I use my field and get ground balls. So I was like okay with letting weak contact up. And it was just a different like pitching mindset. It didn't feel bad. Like I felt like I was doing like 1 inning through 4. Sure. Like that's fine. But it didn't feel like me until I came out in the 5th, and I was a little bit upset, of that last run. And I started throwing everything with intent, throwing to the middle of the zone and making them hit it. Be like, here it is, hit it. As opposed to like,
just
yeah,
pitching with conviction. I mean, like that's a perfect analysis. Like you're at your best when you just pitch with conviction and you just attack dudes. And I think that that's something that I would challenge you to take into the first inning and the second inning of the next game. Like,
yeah, it needs to be, it wasn't, you can ask people who were there and even ask the catcher or me, like I was probably I was throwing slower in the first 2 innings, and my fastest innings throwing were the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th.
Yeah.
Like right after I let up to run.
74 pitches in 8 innings is remarkable. So for you to throw 74 pitches, I know that you have 74 100% pitches in you. I know that.
Yeah. There was it was harder throughout. It wasn't like I was getting tired at all. If anything, I was getting stronger, but I can still do that for 75, 80 pitches. So yeah, we can play this. So yeah, again,
not a good swing.
No. I think that was a fastball. Like that was just hard into the zone, and he didn't want anything to do with it. And then I think I threw another fastball.
Yeah, just gassing him up. You're just attacking.
And then this one, I think the umpire kind of gave me, but it was at least it was competitive enough where it was closer than my other curveballs. This one was a little bit low, but it was a curve. Oh no, that was another fastball. Never mind.
Maybe the next one.
Yeah,
because that's a really good pitch right there. Like no one's touching that high fastball at the top of the zone. I know you said you don't really like to go up there, but I'm saying if you get it with the hands, they're not.
Yeah, it's got to get up there. It can't be in between in the belt, though. That's the only issue. But yeah, when it's at the top, I feel comfortable. Nobody's going to get on top of it. But I just have to
be even close to there.
Right. Yeah, I think another fastball. I think it was just fastball. Yep, foul ball. I think he fouled off 2. So he was kind of on it. But then once I got 0-2, I found a little bit extra, I think.
You got 0-2 here, and then what? You throw this nice skirt ball over.
I think it was a fast.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it was another fastball. Yeah.
2 uncompetitive at bats.
Yeah, at that point, I mean, again, there's nothing when we're coming off. Nobody's like mad at the hitters. Nobody, we just got to get it going. And I don't know if they score. I think they scored in the 7th, not the 6th. But yeah. But here's the probably the best inning of the game. And I was just out attacking. I think just fastball, like half swing, foul ball. I think I did fastball again by him. Yeah. No, out again.
So we can talk about this a little bit more after the final out of this inning, but when you get into streaks where you strike dudes out, do you feel like more likely to strike out dudes, or is it the same? You just are pitching the same. That's the curveball you were talking
Yeah. Yeah.
about.
Well,
That's
yeah.
a good pitch, but maybe a tiny bit low.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you think it was
Yeah,
a strike in the game? Were you like, yeah, that was
No. I mean, Ike, you can see like waited for a second, was going to throw it back to me, and then he rung me up. But it wasn't an awful pitch. Like it wasn't like I bounced it. And he honestly could have swung at that. Like that's like bottom of the zone. It actually looks closer on the camera than I thought it was in the game. Like I thought it was a ball, and I was ready to throw another one, but it actually looks a lot closer. Damn. But yeah, when I get in streaks like streaks like this, it's sometimes you just feel like you can challenge the hitter and he's not going to square it up. Like it's a weird feeling. It's like, okay, like I'm going to throw this fastball, and if he foul takes it, he's going to foul take it. There's no way he barrels this up. Like that's just kind of how I felt in this inning. Like it was just like, all right, I'm just going to throw this, and I'm not afraid he's going to touch it, and I know he's not going to touch it. So it's kind of.
I mean, this looks. I'll be honest with you. This looks different than the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
it does.
No, it definitely does. It was more.
It doesn't look the same. The last 2 innings that we've been watching, and the last couple of batters, it doesn't. These aren't competitive.
Yeah, they're not. In the beginning, they were comfortable. They're not comfortable now. I was throwing harder, and I was throwing just more attack than I'll put it in the zone and like get weak contact. It was like more attack.
Yeah, no, that's another really good fastball. That I mean, 0-2, he's also thinking about the off-speed pitch, like it's in the back of his mind. So
yeah,
like he's just even going to be a little bit likely to be just a tad late. And once he starts thinking curveball and gets a fastball from you.
Yeah. I think this is the one ball I threw this inning. It was a curveball, and it could have been closer. Yeah. I think it was inside or maybe outside.
How are you feeling about the zone? Was it pretty consistent?
Yeah, it was a really good zone.
Good zone.
Yeah.
That's good. That's always nice to have a consistent zone. That doesn't necessarily need to be a perfect zone, but at least it can.
Yeah.
So we got 1-2 after 4 straight kicks. Come back with
another fastball.
Another high fastball. Those aren't competitive at bats.
Nope.
Not even close. But dude, I'm telling you right now, I would say leaving right now, I would say my challenge to you is make that 6th and 7th inning look like the first inning.
Yeah.
Carry that through 74. And then, dude, like you said, I mean, you don't want to make mistakes. It's a tough way to pitch, but like you're good enough and talented enough where if you're not satisfied with 4 mistakes, I know you don't have to make 4 mistakes next game. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. I mean, if I had attacked like that, it would have been a different story. I mean, I'm not pissed off I let one run up, but like realistically in my head, I know that I could have made it through without letting up a run. I mean, that it's just like 2 mistakes, and it wasn't even, I made 4 mistakes and I scattered them. I just happened to make 2 mistakes in a row.
I mean, it was a great game. You pitched a great game, and I'm super happy that the offense kind of came through at the end because we knew the offense was gonna, but you can't waste a Jordy Allard start like that. So, hey, dude, I really enjoyed just getting to talk to you today, and I always do. And next time you come with 8 innings and 10 strikeouts, I want to talk about it again. All right?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Yo, I appreciate you joining me today, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir, dude. I'll catch you later. Peace.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool for my first No Limit Sports video. I mean, as you can see here, Jordy Allard, NEWMAC Weekly Honor Roll. That's a great dude right there. That's a super intelligent dude. That's a super talented dude. And that's a dude because, as you saw, those were not competitive at-bats at the end of that game. And I really appreciate him kind of just coming on here and talking to me. Like, we're buddies, but like at the same time, he doesn't have to come on here and look at dudes hitting doubles off of him. So I appreciate that, and I hope that like he takes up my challenge and makes those first and second inning at bats just as equally uncompetitive. And for those of you who watched this whole video and are seeing this message, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our talk. I hope you, if you're a pitcher, you learned a little something from Jordy. There's a lot to take from him, and I appreciate you guys. So take care, and I'll see you soon.